What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, crypto universe. Today is Tuesday, December 19th. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the BONK token. Why? Because I think right now we are in the consolidation phase, meaning where retail investors, since they have exposure to this coin on major exchanges such as Binance and Coinbase, are considering to dollar cost average because they believe this coin is going to moon, meaning that this market cap is no longer going to be at 1.18 billion at the time of this recording. That sooner or later, if it's a week, a month, 4 months, or maybe by the Bitcoin halving by April of 2024, that this token is going to skyrocket into multis of billions of dollars. Now you're wondering, Vincent, that's crazy. You're just talking about flipping Shiba Inu's market cap, which is $5 billion. Now you're talking about more than that? Well, just don't take it from me. We're going to actually look into other people who have shared their opinions. I'm going to share with you conveniently in this video because you like to stay up to date on a timely manner of what's going on with BONK. And the only way to do that is to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page. And most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So roughly right now, we've been hovering around the 0.000019 price value. And again, we've been hovering around a market cap between 1.2 to even 1.3 billion dollars. So that kind of fluctuates a lot, right? So I just want to share with you what's going on because we still see that BONK is still the #1 trending cryptocurrency across all of the coin market cap. Now, just to share with everybody here, the fact that BONK has been #1 for over a week is kind of crazy. It's not often that you see a token reach that much attention. If it's been #1 for more than a week, then you can tell that the community, people are buying into this token and it is trending. That's what a meme coin should be. Sometimes we see meme coins like Pepe, they're only there for a couple days and then they disappear. But BONK has been #1 for more than a week. That is very interesting. GM Exchange said that the top 5 crypto performers' highest growth in the past 14 days, guess what #1 is? BONK, up 240%. We also have other basically YouTubers and Twitter influencers saying like this. NFT Stats, who has a channel called The Proof, says that the bull market reminder, just because BONK became a multi-million-dollar token does not mean you should provide exit liquidity to the next 300 meme coin people that say that they have the next BONK. Now, the reason I'm sharing this is because ever since BONK has made headlines across crypto Twitter against reputable news sources such as Blockworks or Decrypt, BONK has really set a new wave of new meme coins on Solana. So BONK is the #1 meme coin on Solana. Don't forget that. But all of a sudden, there's these other meme coins coming out. Chonky, Frank. There's so many out there, but they are mainly pump and dumps, right? They're trying to get you to invest in their tokens so that people can then liquidate or exit their positions off of your investment. So just be very careful. And then we also have other YouTubers such as Lark Davis, who also has a YouTube channel saying BONK is going bonkers. It's up 9,200% in the past 90 days, which meme coins are holding right now. And then we also have Crypto Banter, another YouTuber. And in this tweet, he's sharing with you that BONK possibly has reached the top, considering that if you compare it to Doge, Shiba Inu, and Pepe. But the reason I'm sharing this with you is because it's really important for you to stay informed on this channel what everybody is saying. If we just share all positivity on this channel, then we aren't providing the good sources of educational content you need to do to know if BONK is a really good investment, right? Because you need to be educated. So I'm just sharing this with you, but to me, I think that this is one way of seeing it, but I'm not going to compare BONK to Doge or Shiba Inu just because the market caps are not the same. Doge and Shiba Inu have a very much larger cap than BONK has ever had during its life cycle. So take this with a grain of salt, but feel free to check this out, freeze frame it if you want to. But I want to move on to BONK because over the past couple days, we saw that Blockworks actually made an article talking about BONK's price pumped harder around Coinbase listing than any other crypto this year. What does that mean? So as you could see, over the past week, after the first week of trading for a cryptocurrency, apparently BONK has outperformed many of these other coins. So say for instance, Dymo, Helium, Axlar, Vether. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because apparently those coins were the best performing 1 week assets. But BONK had flipped all of those, surpassing it by far. So just for a fact, BONK is the #1 cryptocurrency that has traded the best after its first 1 week of trade on the platform from its release. This is really important to know because that just goes to show you that this is really going to become the meme coin of 2024. I think a lot of millionaires are going to be made by this, and you think that this is the last pump. In my perspective, it's not. Again, not financial advice. And then other things we're hearing from other people, right? We want to share what other people's perspectives are around the Coinbase listing. He said the date of the Shiba Inu Coinbase listing, pump was not instant either and clearly priced in by traders. Coinbase buyers are a whole different breed. Millions of normal people with no real interest in crypto chucking $50 into a BONK because Moon. Give them the time and welcome them with open arms. BONK. So what's important about this is that right here is when the Shiba Inu token was listed on Coinbase. And people were just kind of wondering, is this ever going to pump? And it took a while. It took over a month for that token to actually pump to the upside. Again, this is a meme coin. So it was right here when the Coinbase listing happened. And then within like the past month or two, it then pumped to its new all-time high and since retraced back. So this is why it's really important to understand that just because BONK has been listed on Binance or Coinbase doesn't mean it's going to instantly pump. Sometimes it has a lagging indicator. Sometimes it takes time. But the most important thing is retail investors are now involved in the token. They now have more exposure. And then we also have Axel saying this. BONK selling off despite getting a Coinbase listing is a pretty good indication that the markets need to cool off for a bit. Although this is a very bullish long term, especially when retail starts joining the crypto markets, probably late next year or whenever Bitcoin is in price discovery, BONK will hit my $10 billion target. So he's saying $10 billion. Remember in yesterday's video, we shared it with people, and again, I'll put a link on the upper right hand side. We talked about how the market cap for both Dogecoin reached around $74 billion. So again, right now we're seeing that BONK is only around $1.2 billion. It's very micro compared to those market caps there. Again, those are the all-time highs. The all-time lows right now for Dogecoin is $15 billion. The all-time low for Shiba Inu is $5 to $6 billion. We may right now be experiencing the all-time low for BONK. So that means this token could definitely do well in 2024. If the cryptocurrency, if Bitcoin does really well, if meme coins do really well, then this is set for a huge successful run. Also, we have Mirage Money who said this, update on this BONK chart. I am in the belief that Bitcoin stalled the party here. He's talking about BONK, preventing the reclaim highlighted by the green circle. Now, testing lower support as a result. If you're bullish on Bitcoin and believe that the Bitcoin spot ETF is going to happen by, who knows, January through April of next year before the Bitcoin halving, and believe that the local bottom is in, I believe the same can be said for BONK. So as you can see here, it's seeing the support level right now, roughly around the 1.9 level. So as these circles happen, it's sharing with you like buy and sell signals, but also retracements or upsides to this token. But as you can see, this line is showing that support. So I want to share with you my charting as we always do on this channel. Again, on the daily time frame, the red candlesticks are not big enough. The red volume sticks are not big enough. And we're still well above the EMA ribbon. We're still in this ascending trend. Again, we go to the 4 hours. And as you can see, it's again right at our 50% Fibonacci retracement level at this support level around 1.9. This may be the bottom of this token because we're seeing that, yes, a lot of the whales that bought in liquidated their positions. But as much as they're liquidating, we're seeing retail investors who, again, have accounts on Coinbase, Binance, and now Crypto.com. If you don't know, now you can actually buy and sell this cryptocurrency on Crypto.com, are having exposure to this. So it's kind of leveling out between the whales and the retail investors. And we talked about that in our video yesterday. So that's why it's really important to talk about that. And also what's really important is the RSI. Basically, when you're seeing the RSI, you want to see some downside because if you get to this side up here, this is the overbought section. And so as you're seeing here, we're seeing some retracement down to the downside. So now it's going to closely the oversold section, which we saw back here. And if you look at this chart over here on the daily time frame, you can see that somewhat we are kind of in the overbought area. So if you see, some consolidation, if you see some downward movement to the oversold area, that could be the time to dollar cost average to have exposure. Again, you want to make sure that you're not overexposed. If you're panicking, if you're being emotional about all this investment that you have within BONK, and you're not having fun, then you're overexposed. That means you have too much money in there. Don't do that to yourself. Now, the last thing I'm going to share with you is something from the head of strategy. Now, this clip right here is from Austin Federa. I've spoken to this person before online. He's a really cool person. Austin Federa is the head of strategy over at Solana. Now, what does he say in this video? So I'm going to let this clip play right here so you can understand how Austin Federa feels around BONK and how that's played a huge integral part around Solana. This clip is really amazing. I'm gonna let it play right now.
People often sort of talk about a meme coin as sort of a bad thing, like, oh, it's just a meme coin. And I think that's not really the right way to look at this stuff. Meme coins are proxies for communities. And yes, you can build a community around crypto fundamentals, whatever that truly means. But you can also build a community around something being fun and holding a token and, getting that token widely listed, getting it integrated into tons of applications. And the BONK team was like, hey, we want to include BONK airdrops with every saga. And it was, I don't know, $4.30 of BONK at that time. And everyone's like, sure, this sounds great. Like, why not? Right? Because the saga that and Solana Labs and Solana Mobile put out saga, it wasn't something that the foundation really had a role in. But the idea here was to show people that crypto can be fun, that it can be something that's integrated into your daily life, that there can be rewards for having a phone, which is a novel concept.
So as you can see how the community feels around it. You can see how the head of strategy feels around this. You can see how people feel around the charting and analysis. But also I've shared with you some of the FUD stories, right? Like, oh, BONK has been at the top. It's going to go down. I expect it to go down. It's never going to pump again. And that's okay. The thing is, you want to watch these videos. And the reason you subscribe to the channel is because you want to make sure that you are making the right decision for yourself. Because no matter what, I may sound bullish, but again, I want to make sure that you aren't ignoring the bearish sentiment over this, because who knows what will happen with the token. Say, for instance, if Bitcoin spot ETF has not passed and all of a sudden the whole cryptocurrency market goes down, well, BONK will go down with that market as well. So I hope that this video is helpful. But if you want to receive all of our alpha calls, especially with our trades around BONK, well, if you want to, join our Patreon page down in the link below so you can understand where we're positioned at. We also talk about gaming coins, meme coins, whatever it is, NFTs. That's what we're talking about. So if you like what you see and like what you heard, and you want to stay up to date in a timely manner with BONK, you have to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive those alpha calls regarding BONK. Until then, see you guys and girls next time.